What's going on, guys? I'm up here in some mountains in the Philippines, and I'm going to do a quick entry, talk to you about the relationship between fear and life, and essentially what the bond is between the two. Now, I'm sure it's common knowledge, at least if you're in any kind of self-development or self-improvement or working on yourself or just know anything about life, usually the things that you're afraid of, whether it's, talking to that pretty girl or, telling someone how you feel or asking your job for that promotion at work or skydiving or going out and doing some ridiculous shit. On the other side of fear is always just life. And it's the things you're afraid to do that are the things that you need to do in order to just, live it up, have an awesome life. Now, I know it sounds cliche, but there's such a big difference between acting versus knowing. And acting is really the hard part. Now, what comes to mind is one of a story I believe Will Smith told. And on that story, he kind of goes, you're out with your buddies, you're having some drinks at the bar, everything's a good time. Then out of nowhere, someone chimes in like, hey, we should just go skydiving and do something crazy. And then everybody's on board and it seems like a good idea and everyone's hyped. And then the next day you wake up and you're sober and you're just staying still and hoping nobody remembered that you guys all agreed to skydive. But everybody remembers, and then, 6 hours later, you're on your way, heading to the plane, body's trembling, wondering why God did I agree to this, and really hoping somebody else backs out so that way you don't look like the one who's backing out for the group. But anyways, you keep going, you get in the plane, you're nauseous, you have palpitations, even have any coffee, and you're just like cold, icy, just real nervous. And then, you're in the plane, you get up, take a couple steps, and it's almost your turn to jump out of the plane. You're just thinking like, wow, this is gonna be crazy. I'm gonna die. I don't really want to do this. Just these intense feelings come to the surface, like, dread, anxiety, and just really not wanting to follow through and push through that final boundary. And then you get up to the edge of the plane and then they count 1, 2, 3, go on 3, and then 1, 2. FYI, they never go on 3. It's always 2. They'll kick you out of the plane. So be prepared to go on 2. But then you're nervous, your body's shaking, you're so worried. And the instant you jump out of the plane, all that anxiety, all that fear is just gone. And then the only thing left is just life, smile, joy, excitement. And you're just wondering to yourself, why were you so sick for a day and a half getting up to that moment of the plane ride when on the other side was just pure bliss and life and amazement. And it's like those kinds of stories that we need to hear so that way we can, act and do this stuff on our own life. And it applies to all areas, not just, jumping out and skydiving. Some people are afraid of it, some people aren't. I was fortunate to have a similar experience last week because I'm, really tall and big man, and I'm afraid of like zip lines and stuff. And there's this huge zip line that just went over this like river valley here in the Philippines, and I wanted to experience it, and Carl was kind of pressuring me, which is good if you have a friend who pressures you to do the things you're afraid of. But I was like really nervous. I was like, I didn't want to do it. I recorded a bunch of vlog entries about it, and I'll probably show some clips of it here in this video. And then, because, for me, ziplining, I'm worried, like, I'm a big dude. What if the zip line breaks or something? But, it's a ridiculous fear because it's a pretty durable thing. So anyways, I did it, and then as soon as the zip line took off, nothing but bliss, excitement, amazement. Even climbing up this mountain, there wasn't really much fear, but there was a lot of just jagged rocks and bushes, and my legs are all full of thorns and shit. And it's the things you have to get through, because on the other side of that is where the true gems, the true life experiences, the pleasures, the joys, that's where it's at. So power through. Wow, this is intense. 6'4" and afraid of heights. While I would never jump out of a plane, I may end up doing this.
Did you see him?
Alright, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like so afraid right now. But I have to do it. Let's see how I feel afterwards. God, I'm gonna die! This is so stupid! I hate it!
Vajay.
6'4".
He's a big vajay.
Afraid of heights.
So we gotta walk up this
shit
hill.
Sucks. Hiking up these stairs on the way to the zip line. To anybody up there, out there in the world, who's worried about facing their fears and doing things they're afraid of, my pulse is like racing right now. Might be because I'm hiking upstairs, but also because this shit's fucking crazy. But I'm gonna do it for you guys as a testament. Get out there, achieve your dreams, conquer your fears, and if I die, did it for you guys. All right, if that little girl can do it, I totally can. Godspeed, little girl.
Here we go.
Bye-bye.
And so it begins. Bye-bye, they say.
Here we go.
It's a 30.
Ah! Godspeed. Oh boy. Here we go.
Uno, dos.
Here we go.
Uno, dos.
Heart racing. Palpitations incoming.
Ready.
Should have skipped the morning coffee.
Two,
Two.
one.
Whoa, here we go! Woo! Oh my God! Whoa! Oh, I'm totally beating Carl! This is insane! Whoa! Woo! I'm like flying! I'm going out solo this time! Woo! Alright guys, I hope this video inspired you to go out there, kind of chase your dreams, do the thing you're afraid to do, tell that person how you feel about them, tell them you like them, get out there, ask your boss for a promotion, go skydive out of a freaking plane, hike through some mountains, swim with freaking whales. You've got one life, live it. That's what I'm trying to make this channel all about, being your best self, seeking adventure, doing the thing you're afraid to do, and just get out there. It's the thing, do the thing and you'll have the power. Stop making excuses. Life is short. Hopefully you get that awesome thrilling experience like I did with the zip line. You just go, adrenaline, happiness. On the other side, you're wondering why you're even afraid to do the thing in the first place. And then it's just life, amazingness, experience. And you know what? Maybe if it doesn't work out, maybe, you know, you act and things don't go out as good as they thought they'd be, or you were afraid to do it and then you did it and it was just horrible anyways. Just remember this one thing. I'm going to quote one of my favorite YouTubers. A shout out to Elliot Hulse, if you ever watched this video. It goes a little something like this. Life's a bitch, and then you die. Kiss her anyway. That being said, enjoy the view, guys. Life is short, go out, do amazing things, and be your best self. 14RN.